And Demi Midfield.
This is Ngashi, official noisemaker.
Jiringus, Kenyana.
So this week we've got a special segment with the upcoming Kenya Cup. A lot of people don't know it's starting on the 25th. And what things you think we need to improve in terms of the union and the running of the tournament this year?
I think we have a short tournament. Rather, you have a short season.
Sorry, league, yes.
Yeah. So the tournament. You have a short league running for 11 weeks. All I'd like to see is teams honoring the fixtures. That's the main thing I'd like to see, especially the newly promoted teams, that is Mombasa and Kisii RFC. I'd like these guys to really honor the fixtures, especially the away fixtures. And, there's that thing that they are sponsored by the union. So I'd like to see them facilitating that. Yeah.
Of course, as Ngus has said, you'd like to see Kisii and Mombasa RFC honoring the fixtures. I don't think Kisii are going to have a problem.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't think they'll have a problem.
Have a problem because they have a pretty solid backing in resolution insurance. But Mombasa are the ones I'm actually quite skeptical about. But I would like to see them honor the fixtures. I know when they were in Kenya Cup 3 years ago or thereabouts, that used to be the problem. Yes. They were unable to honor fixtures. So that's what I'd want to see. That's one of the things I'd want to see. I would like to see some improvement in the officiating. There were some questionable calls that happened in the last Kenya Cup season. What comes to my head is Mwamba versus Nakuru, which is I think week 6 or thereabouts. And there was some very questionable officiating. The game was being played at Impala. We can add them, they've been there. There's the Kenya Cup semi-finals against KCB versus Queens. So I would like to see an improvement on officiating or from the match officials. Hopefully the union can set then a good platform for the refs to be able to do this, because you hear situations where refs are unable to travel because they haven't been given the money, which is again crap, as we always say. So those are the two things I'd like to see worked on this season.
But then again, Gash, when you mentioned officiating, do you think there's anything more that they can do if they haven't done it until now? Because the season is just about to start, so I don't see anything can change.
No, I'm just saying
they've already worked on it.
I'm saying from the last season.
Or from the last season.
Yes, that's what I want to see happening in this new season. So I wouldn't want games to be called or people to say, no, ref is the one who had had something to do with it. Last week we talked about the semi-finals, Impala versus Machine. There was also questionable calls from referee. So yes, those are the things I'm saying I would like to see worked on, so that we don't think the games boil down to that.
Yep. Although just on your point, because and as much as yes, the Kenya Cup season is here and it's going to start, very soon, it's a long season, so there's still room for improvement. Long in the sense that it's not a one weekend thing. Yes, it's not. Yes. Yeah. So there's still room for improvement in the sense that referees are always going for workshops, to get better, and maybe we'd like to see a little more of this, just going forward. Because yes. Keep the faith. Yeah. All right. What matches do you think would really excite you, or do you really want to watch?
I think what comes to head would be the Homeboys versus Queens. This is supposed to be week 1, or whenever it will be played. Homeboys versus Queens. I think that would be a good match. Kabras versus Queens in Western. That would be another, I think, a match to watch out for. At the same week, that's around week 5, I think. And then add on KCB versus Homeboys. Then maybe KCB Kabras, the finalists, last year finalists. I'd like to see that.
I think those are very good games to watch.
And also, towards the end of the season, I'd like to see the bottom 2 match. The bottom two teams facing each other. The match against fight against relegation.
That's always going to be that's always going to be a tough one. What about you?
For me, first, from fans' perspective and what I've seen the last 2 years, of course, the Ngong Road Derby.
Yes. That's always going to be
it's always going to be a big match.
The original, not your homeboys and your... No. Yeah.
The original
Noisy
one.
neighbors.
Kenya Harlequins versus Impala, which is going to be happening towards the end of January. That's going to be a cracker. KCB versus Kabras. All big teams visiting Kabras is going to be a cracker. Yeah. I think Kabras are the guys to watch, so that every big team visiting Kabras is going to be a problem. I also think Homeboys versus Kabras is going to be very interesting, taking into account what I saw last year or last season.
Yes.
I think it's
also the fact that we haven't seen Kabras play.
Yes. Yet. Exactly. We haven't seen Kabras play. With their new signings.
Yes.
The million signings.
Yes. They've made 11 changes. So I think those are going to be some of the big games that we're going to wait and watch. I also feel Impala versus Homeboys last season were very good games.
Yeah.
Impala winning away, then Homeboys trapping Impala at Impala. So those are going to be some interesting games to watch. So off the top of my head, I think those are the games to watch.
Yeah. Whatever happened to home advantage?
It's a myth.
Yeah, it's a myth.
Yeah, it's a myth.
What about players to watch?
Players to watch. Well, going by what I've seen, especially the floodlights, I think I want to watch out for Mohamed Olo, Homeboys, scrum off. I'd like to see the new players in Kabras, the likes of Keegan coming. But now Keegan, I wonder where Keegan will play though, because Philip Okorach is already at 15, so that's going to be really.
Maybe fly?
Yeah,
He'll slot into number 10.
Probably fly.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to see Brian Ondera becoming a starter for Homeboys. He had been on the bench for quite a while at Queens, so I'd like to see him, and he's a good kicker as well, And then, as usual, KCB, the usual guys, Darwin, Kitsa, those are the guys, we'll always see them shining. But watch out for the forwards, the KCB forwards and the Kabras forwards. Homeboys as well. Yeah, the forwards, I think they'll be a group to watch.
Yeah.
I'll stick, just like last season, we talked about Mohamed Omolo. I also think he's going to have a good season this year because I would like to see him as a starting number 9 for Homeboys. But Mohamed Omolo is somebody to watch. I'm thinking, taking me back to the 9-10 combination for Impala in the 2015-2016 season, Samson and Nzomu Neto Simiyu.
Yes.
I think those
that's always an exciting one.
It's very exciting. So Samson and Nzomu Neto Simiyu, that's going to be an interesting interesting combination to watch. Kevin Keegan at Kabras. It's so sad that Queens lost Kevin Keegan.
I know.
But I think he's going to be a perfect fit at Kabras at number 10. And Charles Cadoville is there.
Yeah.
And what the person I really want to see playing. In fact, yesterday when we were at Floodlight, somebody said this guy is looking like a fridge now. Kelvin Omiyo, popular known as Kichwa.
He's moved to Kabras.
He's moved to Kabras.
Yes.
I'd like to see. He's also somebody I think who, if he has a decent season and he's starting, is going to be somebody to watch. So those are the guys I'm thinking we should have our eyes on. One young talent that was Roxy Suchi. If he can get more game time at Harlequins, I think he's also going to be something to watch.
And also I think Eden Adero, whenever he plays for the club, that is.
That's a problem. I haven't put anyone.
When he plays.
Yeah, I haven't put anyone in the national setup because we don't know when they're going to be in camp. But those are the guys I would want to see.
You guys are going to be so excited. Like, I cannot wait for Kenya Cup to start. And there's so many people to look for. I mean, there's the people you've mentioned, but there's so much talent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like back in the day where you look at a club and you're like, these two and those two. Now you've got at least 6, 7, 8 names in a team that you want to actually see play.
Yes.
And I'm just thinking about the competition at club level for these youngsters who are coming up. I think we all need to just have academy sides, like what Impala is doing, because people will never get game time till they're 29.
But the funny thing is that as the Kenya Cup season starts, even Eric Shirley Shield, ESS is starting.
Yeah.
And so these young guys have their time to play against each other. So it's not only Kenya Cup. Yeah, there's also ESS that's going to be happening. Yes.
But the competition
is very stiff.
Very stiff. Very stiff. And what about the teams to watch?
Teams to watch, I think I still have the same name. That is Kabras. I think Kabras are a team to watch out for. Homeboys as well. Should they get to the playoffs? I think this team is becoming more mature by the day. We are going to see a very good season out of them. So Kabras and Homeboys. KCB as usual. They're always in the mix. So
yeah.
Queens,
for now.
I'm still a bit 50-50 on that.
Skeptical?
Yeah, very skeptical.
I'll actually go ahead and predict my top 6. Kenya Harlequins are going to be there. Impala are going to be there. Homeboys are a team to watch. They unfortunately just went out in the semi-finals last season. Kabras are the team to watch this season with the signings they've made. I am torn between Nakuru and Mwamba.
I'm not even torn. I'm on Nakuru's side.
I'm torn between Nakuru and Mwamba. One of them could make it. And of course, defending champions KCB are going to be in the thick of things.
I just want to see Strathmore play.
Yeah.
That's all I want to. I mean, I know they won't be top 6, but I think they're a lot better along now than where they were last season. Yeah. So I want to see them play. A lot of young blood there.
And also, Kisii RFC, watch out for these guys. They might cause some upsets. during the season. So I'd like to see.
Upsets against BlakBlad, maybe.
Maybe BlakBlad Queens.
Yeah. No, I
Remember
don't think
how tough they had it against Machine.
Yeah.
Well,
last season.
now, let's let everyone else give us their views since you've given them ours. Guys, remember you can like our page on Facebook, you can follow us on Instagram, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Benino Duffield.
This is Ngash, your official noisemaker.
Jeringus Kenyana.
Peace.